Here is what you missed on Blueprint to a Man's Thoughts on Red Lipstick Vibes.
An argument or fallout is going to come up. Why? Because you made it an option. So no, I'm not going to just volunteer. CJ's ugly ass talking about, yeah, I'm thinking about getting married. Okay, then I'm going to tell CJ what up. But if CJ's not going to talk about it, he just want to shack up all his whole fucking life. That's on him.
And see, another reason why married men talk, because CJ...
No, hold on. First of all, it be men pushing the young man. Even if they see you shacking up with your girl, they tell you, make her an honest woman. They tell you, why don't you marry her since you've been with her for so long? You might as well do it.
Who are they? Who are they, CJ? Who are they?
Men, older men, married men.
What men? We all married. I haven't heard anything about you shacking up.
Men like the ones I'm speaking with. But you want
to know why, CJ? You want to know why, CJ?
So hold on.
Like my guy said.
CJ, you heard me say that to you?
Not necessarily.
Okay, there you go. So you can't put it on all of us like that.
So with y'all graphic to our stories, it seems like y'all give us so much pushback. Y'all tell us that we should be married. We need to indulge in it.
I don't know a lot of married men that'll tell you a young bull to get married.
I don't tell you that.
Would y'all advise a married man? Would y'all advise a man to get married on this panel?
At this point in time, no.
Sir Hill, would you?
So let me qualify my answer. First of all, really good points that are being made. So it depends. I think part of the issue we're not addressing is a lot of people are married to women who just don't like you. Like, I think that a lot of us, we get into it too deep. We start having kids, getting bills, and you marry somebody who you guys were comfortable, familiar with each other, but she never really liked you. And so all of the problems that we see is a result of you marrying somebody who you're just not compatible with. And I'm not saying that you don't go through phases where you guys don't fall out of light. That is a very common thing. But I think that is something we don't talk about. What do you do when you are with somebody and you don't like her or she doesn't like you? And neither one of you are mature enough to know how to maintain the respect and invest in love until the like turns, back into like again. That's something that we don't talk about. And I think that's part of the reason why a lot of men are dealing with those issues. So qualifying this, I would say absolutely yes. I think that marriage is still beautiful. But I think a lot of men have not been trained to find a woman who is truly into him as a person. Now, I know we say, you got to have your mission and your purpose and you got to have this, and that is important. But I think people are so focused on finding someone who is marriage minded. You need somebody who is you minded. If she's got your back, it doesn't matter what you do. If she is with you for you, then I think that is the marriage. And of course, your relationship with God, so on and so forth.
Here. Okay. That's a bunch of malarkey, okay?
Malarkey.
There is no training.
How long you been married?
5 years.
I've been 18.
Okay, I've been with my wife for 13 years.
20 years. Right. Cool. So we can. So I just want to make sure it's in our respect, guys.
And all of them numbers don't mean nothing.
Hey guys, just in respect though. So
okay, no, it's cool.
I want to keep it friendly. I don't want to go into full debate mode.
No, it's cool. We could go how we're gonna go. I'm gonna keep it respectful for sure though. So what I'm saying is, what you saying? You need to find somebody that's you minded, sir. There's nothing you can do that can prepare you for a change in anybody, let alone a woman. What you have, if your woman is you minded, what you are, sir, is lucky. Okay, lucky. Most and the thing about marriage is you get incentivized for breaking it up if you're a woman. So a lot of that shit, once she get you on this dead end road called marriage, there's nowhere for you to go, but she could turn around and go the opposite way and get 200 for pass and go. So no matter what you say about the training to learn how to recognize, if that woman wake up and say, hey, I don't want to do this no more, there's nothing either of us can do to stop that, sir. And that's what we're dealing with, the emotions of an unstable creature. The floor is yours, sir. Here.
Yeah, listen, I respect your opinion. There's really no need to debate that. I think that what happens is in conversations like this, somebody's got to be wrong, somebody's got to be right. We have a multiplicity of experiences, and I think some men have experienced that. I've just seen both sides. If a woman is into you, she into you. And I think that we always put that off on women, that she could wake up and change her mind. You could too. It's just men's propensities, we just typically don't. So we both could do the same thing, and we don't have the incentives. But I think this is something we just don't talk about. Heck, if we take this a little bit deeper, she may not like you. People don't like themselves. As I'm saying, I think that it's complicated. And it's, when we get on podcasts, I think we always want to have that one answer that's just like blows everybody away. It's a lot of stuff to peel back to this. And I'll be honest with you, the longer I am married, the more I realize I don't know. Like if we were having this conversation 3 years ago, I'd have been going into bed. Listen, I'm a whole different person. But as I get older and I go through life, I realize there is a lot that I just simply don't know. Like, one thing we're not taught to is phases. Like, so who you marry at 25, she is different at 32 years old. Like, if she goes through hormonal changes, imbalances, postpartum depression, if something happens with the kid, you got different versions of a woman. And a lot of us don't understand those changes. And then you flip that. A lot of us men, we go through changes and we don't know how to deal with our own selves. So we constantly in this mode, trying to figure each other out, trying to connect, trying to stay connected. We don't have enough time to even connect because we keep on changing. And then look at the economy, look at the price of everything. But see, we're so focused on so many things. The core stuff for marriage is difficult to get to, is what I'm saying.
But see, sir, that go against everything you just said. Like, that's why a lot of married men, we don't say nothing because... Hold on,
before you go on. So how does what I said go against what I said?
Because you said we need to learn how to recognize for a woman who's with us, but you just acknowledge that she changed like the seasons, and you do too. So how are we to recognize something that changes every time we look at it?
Because she's into you. So the core is she's into you. So like going through changes doesn't mean that you stop loving a person. It just means that you mentally change. But when you make a decision, we're not talking about feelings. Marriage is not about your feelings. If that's the case, everybody's getting divorced tomorrow. We're talking about a decision. And when somebody decides that you my girl and she says you my man, that's what we're talking about. That's marriage.
But talk about the decision that you can't make, that only she can. See, that's 80% of the divorces is her making the decision for y'all. Now there's no training, like I said, that can prepare us for that switch up. And it might not be your fault. It might be your fault, but that's why a lot of married men just shut up when the young bulls are verbalizing their issues, because we really can't give you the answers neither. Hell, we one step away from a divorce. If she wake up and say it's over tomorrow, it's over.
Just to interject, so I don't think many people are looking for answers. So I think people are looking to get it out. Like, to be honest, nobody has the answer. If I'm being honest with you, I've heard a lot of advice, and not a single man have the answer. But there's knowing, hey, ma'am, you're going to get through this. This is what happens when y'all got 2 kids and they around this age. And this is what happens when you lose your parents. Just having those conversations, it's not about somebody giving you the ingredients to make it work. Sometimes it's just about having that support there. And I think a lot of brothers lack that.
Now, the answer isn't an answer, though. The answer is, I don't know. When married men not talking, that's us saying, I don't know, which isn't a good answer for the internet, apparently.
That's not a good answer.
You asked me a question you asked me 2K, I think, do I encourage men to get married? Unless they are expressing to me that they want to get married, I'm not going to talk about it. If you don't even want to, if you're not even in the mood to want to say, well, I'm thinking about getting married. Okay, I'm gonna tell you what it is. I'm gonna tell you what you can deal with the goods, the bads, and the uglies. I'm gonna tell you that. But if you not express, I'm not gonna sit there. Hey man, you've been living with this wife for 5 years. Won't you go and get married? I'm not gonna do that, because it's not my business to tell her that. But once you ask me, you show me you're serious about it, I'm gonna tell you how hard it is. It's not easy. 365 days a year, you got to put on your goddamn hard hat.
Facts.
And you can't make divorce an option if you're serious.
Facts.
You can't do that. Once you make it an option, then guess what? These words going to come up every time you get into a disagreement, an argument, a fallout. It's going to come up. Why? Because you made it an option. So no, I'm not going to just volunteer. CJ's ugly ass talking about, yeah, I'm thinking about getting married. Okay, then I'm gonna tell CJ what up. But if CJ's not going to talk about it, then he just want to shack up all his whole fucking life. That's on him.
And see, another reason why married men talk, because CJ.
No, hold on. First of all, it be men pushing the young man, even if they see you shacking up with your girl. They tell you, make her an honest woman. They tell you, why don't you marry her since you've been with her for so long? You might as well do it.
Who are they? Who are they, CJ? Who are they?
Men, older men, married men.
What men? So we all married. I haven't said anything about you.
Men like the ones I'm speaking with.
But you want to know why, CJ? You want to know why, CJ?
So hold on.
Like my guy
CJ,
said.
you heard me say that to you?
Not necessarily.
Okay, there you go. So you can't put us on all of us like that.
Thanks so much for watching. If you want to see more of my shows, click right here. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you never miss an episode. See you in the next one.